we're going to say Yeti microphone. Okay. Now I guess it's working. Is it working now, Maya? Well, wait. It's like a little bit of a delay. Overall Safari. Yeti microphone. Okay. You got it now? Now I guess it's working. Okay, hold on. I got to turn this sound down. Is it working now, Maya? Now it's working. Well, wait. It's like a little bit of a delay. Does it sound too loud? Safari. Yeti microphone. Okay. I don't know why this
got it
damn
now?
overall Safari.
Now I guess it's working.
Okay, hold on. I gotta turn
hold on.
this sound down.
Let me see.
Is it working now, Maya?
Properties.
Now it's working.
Safari. Why does that have sound
Wait,
on it?
it's like a little bit of a delay. And my damn microphone.
Does it sound too loud?
Safari. Yeti microphone.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why
You
this
got it
damn
now?
overall Safari.
Now I guess it's working.
Okay.
Why?
This says
hold on.
active.
Sound down. Let me see.
Is it working now, Maya?
Properties.
Now it's working.
Safari. Why does that have sound
Wait,
off?
it's like a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
And my
All monitors
damn
are off.
microphone.
And they say
Does it
active
sound too
over
loud?
Safari.
Yeti microphone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got.
I don't know why
You
this
got it
damn
now?
overall Safari.
Now I guess it's working.
Okay.
Why?
This says
hold on, sound
active.
down.
Mother
Oh no.
Is it working now, Maya?
Properties.
Now it's working.
Safari. Why does
I
that
know.
have
Monitor.
sound
Wait,
off?
it's like a little
I'm
bit of a
working
delay.
on it.
And my
All monitors
damn
are off.
microphone.
And they say
Does it
active.
sound
This is
too
why
loud?
I do this test.
Microphone. 'Cause I'm working
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
got.
So you've got. I don't know why
You've got
this
one
damn
that comes in
overall
through
Safari.
Safari
Now I
and
guess
one
it's
that comes
working.
in through the microphone.
Okay.
And the damn
Hold on,
microphone
sound
isn't
down.
work. The
I know.
actual
Is it working now,
microphone
Maya?
isn't working.
Now it's working.
Safari. Why does
I
it
know.
have sound
Wait,
off?
it's like a.
And that's what I've
little
got.
bit
I'm
of a
working
delay.
on it.
Damn microphone.
Okay.
Does it
This
sound
is
too
why
loud?
I do this test.
'Cause I'm working
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
got.
So you've got. I don't know why.
You've got
you
one
it
that
now.
comes in through Safari
Now I
and
guess
one
it's
that comes in
working.
through the microphone. And the damn
Sound
microphone
down.
isn't work. The actual.
Is it working now,
microphone
Maya?
isn't working.
Now it's working.
Safari. Why does
I
it
know.
have
Monitor.
sound
Wait,
off?
it's like a.
And that's what
a
I've
little
got.
bit
I'm
of a
working
delay.
on it.
Now there shouldn't be anything. Now it shouldn't have an echo. There shouldn't be an echo now. I'm recording too, and I don't know if that's what happened. I was totally able to. There's no echo now, Maya, right? Why are you laughing at me? Yeah, I know. There's no echo now, though, right? There's no echo, is there? She's laughing at you guys. The four like psycho fans who show up all the time. I think okay. Yeah. By the way, and no mention of this on the podcast. Okay is my girlfriend. Okay. She cooked me dinner. Yeah, okay. I'm recording to see. So on Friday, I had everything right. Yeah, this is exactly why we test. But what I'm pissed off at is it's got a microphone and that's not coming on. And Safari has some freaking sound coming out of it. So I'm not sure how to actually... Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, inactive. The webcam doesn't have it. How do I make this damn thing inactive then? Yeah. So the webcam's over here, but I probably could be doing this, but I don't think, like when I click on stuff, you can't hear the click, which is good because I don't need my big ass, the microphone raised up, and the camera's going to be up top when I get it. Effing Amazon. It says it's going to get here by 10 tonight, And it hasn't left the fucking... It's going to be delayed. I know this shit's going to be delayed. And then I reset everything, so I got to... My old computer's behind me. No money, no life. Star, come on. You've been listening long enough that you should have money by now. Let's see if Bitcoin and crypto have anything. I think we've got... Now, let me see this. This is what I really want to see. Is if I pull up a strategy. Good, you can't see it. You can see the performance in the bottom. But, listen, all of us have to make money. And the strategies is what I wanted to try and hide as best I can. How are you down on Dell? So I don't think you have to worry about Dell. I'm down on Dell as well. I bought at 113 and I didn't get out at that 160 level, which, duh. I mean, even when the gap fill down here, I thought this gap fill that started to come back up was the type that was going to do. And then mid-July, it just took a dive. But I don't think... Let's go to Seeking Alpha. Alpha.com. Oh, you bought at 140. Why the fuck did you buy at 140? Did you buy back at 90? If you're buying at 140, you got to be a little bit aggressive if you want to hold on versus taking the loss. I think 140. I don't think that Dell is, I mean, the average Wall Street price target is 38. The problem you're going to have is the profitability and that margin. The gross profit margin of 23% is horrible. If they continue that profit margin, and SMCI had to take down their profit margin, that's going to be the issue. Oh, dude, Star. Oh, you hurt my soul, man. You just hurt my soul. 43% of your portfolio. Ugh. Don't add more to it. Is it brokerage or is it IRA retirement? And I think I've got to turn up this gain a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think that's better if I turn up the gain a little bit. Sorry if I blow out your ears now. This is the Catalyst watch. Let's see. Does Dell have their earnings? Let's go to Earnings Hub. When's Dell's earnings? Okay. If it's brokerage, I would probably, let me look at the chart. I'd sell 50% of it at a loss right now. Not that I think they're going to do anything poorly. It's in 5 days, right before earnings. But they reported $1.27 last time. They're expected $1.68, $22 billion. They're expected $24 billion. My guess, and it's just a guess, is that we see a Ben from Bullish Bites. I'm glad to have you guys because I'm really testing this out. Hold on, I got to turn this down a little bit because I'm blowing out. Now I'm blowing out the damn audio. Okay, I think that's better. So Dell, I'm slightly concerned about the increased expectations and then blowing it away. I don't think that we see them like go back down under 100. If you see these guys go back down under 100, I think you add to this one all day. But what I'm worried about is that it's 43% of your portfolio. Again, I'm no financial advisor, but I tell people all the time that Apple becoming 65% of my portfolio, it's not something you want to follow. And I'm concerned because if you look at the weekly, we're not even at the 200 day. The 200 day is still well below this. We just pierced the 50 day. Now, the 50 day support level is 100. If you don't blow this out, I'm going to try and turn up the volume. Where's the volume? Is that the gain? That's the gain. I have to turn up the monitor volume, but I'm not sure how. I don't know how to do my headphones. I'll figure that out afterwards. Hey, Chris. God, we got all the regulars here. I don't have my iPad up, so I can't see how many people are actually watching. But what I'd be concerned about is Dell breaking through this 100. Now, if you bring this to where we kind of broke out, okay, and we look at the fucking penny, if you look at this, you've got no volume here, but there's plenty of people holding at that level that you're at, Star. So I would probably sell for a loss, knowing that if this blows it out of the water, that loss that you're going to be able to write off is going to be good for the gains that you have. And that's the way I would play the portfolio management game. If you believe in Dell, have at it. You know, the 4-hour algorithm over 24 and a half months, it makes you 227%. But what makes me nervous is you didn't get in at that's 92. And the average gain is 9.76. And if you just look at this and we look, you're at 20%. No. Ben, no. I haven't traded rate cuts. I mean, I don't know the historical stuff. I just know that rate cuts are not great. And this may be a little bit different. And it's kind of what I've talked about, Ben, on the podcast. I don't expect everybody to listen every day. So what I'm personally concerned about and confused about is, are the rate cuts coming because we have a good economy? Or are the rate cuts coming because the economy's broken? The jobs revision down, where they revised down by, almost 1 million jobs on Thursday for the full year. So it kind of did nothing to the market. I think it's something. And I think it's remember, the Fed has two mandates. It's inflation and jobs. They have to keep the jobs market open. And the real question that you have to ask yourself is, are we more likely, I think the unemployment rate officially is at like 4.5%. But if you actually factored in those jobs that were lost, I think it's higher. And the question is unemployment really at 5%? And is it going to 5%, or is it more than likely going to 4%? If you think that we have the soft landing and unemployment with a rate cut is going to spur growth and we're going to go to 4%, you're all in. If you think that we're at 5% real unemployment right now, or that we're going to 5%, this rate cut is to fix the economy. And that could be, we haven't seen a recession yet. If we're in a recession, I haven't seen it. And maybe the last 3 weeks have been the recession and we're coming out of it. But historically, the rate cuts are not like, something to celebrate. Oh my God, we got rate cuts. This time everybody seems to be celebrating. And I don't know why. I mean, again, you would have to think that the Fed perfected the soft landing in order to think yes. And it's kind of why I've been preaching patience, and why I wanted to make sure that I haven't gotten back in the market. As I get older, and you guys are still pretty young, Chris and I are older, I know that. You can take the risk that the perfect landing, the soft landing, has come in. Chris and I need to be, at our age, need to be a little bit more careful. And I would still say that, historically, I don't feel like I'm a 10 out of 10 risk. But every freaking financial advisor that I talk to says I'm a 10 out of 10 risk guy. So I've got what do I have? 10%? God, am I over modulating a lot? Maya, do I sound okay? Are you listening or no? You playing with the dogs? Do I sound okay? Because it's going way up in the red over here. And I think I'm okay, but... a commercial's on? Oh, you tuned out. Daddy's making some money, Maya. We're paying for the tomato meal we just got. I love Alternative Capital. Brad Gerstner is great. Let's go to Twitter. He's fantastic. I mean, let's be honest. He has lost his shirt. Altimeter. We're paying for the tomato meal we just got. Oh, that sounds okay. Let me see. Brad Gerstner. There he is. Alt cap. Let me see what he's got going on. I haven't watched his most recent podcast. All these companies should have... I have to tell Brandon I'm live now. No. If there's shit on that chair and you want to sit... I got to tweet out. You know what? I'm gonna tweet out. I'm going to tweet out a photo of this setup. Why are you staring at me? You make me feel nervous. I'm never nervous on air, and yet you make me feel nervous. I'm live on YouTube right now. Testing out the new rig. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I'll let that get there. We're going to get down there. Ed Corona actually was real nice this morning. That's options Oracle ad. Thursday night drop starting this week. Listen at 1.5 for max signal time. I really like him. I really do. So here is the current setup, just so you're aware if you're logged in. I'm sitting in the chair, and I've got the 49-inch monitor, and then I've got the laptop down here, and that's the camera that you're seeing. You're on your phone in the pool. So Ben, you and I, we've had discussions privately, on Instagram about stuff. I kind of know if you're invested in freaking Robinhood, you're pretty risky. At your age, I don't know if I'd have too much dry powder on the sidelines. I was telling my girlfriend this morning, I am about 10% in cash right now, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable, but at my age, I should feel comfortable with that. And that's 10% in my brokerage account. That's not 10% across the board. I think I've got less cash in my retirement account because that I feel I can trade pretty effectively. But yeah. Sherry, welcome. Sweet. I'm sitting in my office and I don't have the TV on. I can't even, it's funny because with my iMac, I could typically see the TV that's across the way from me. Sitting here right now, I can't even see the TV, but it's such a cool screen. I will tell you, if you have the ability to have like this curved display, and Chris, I know you've got multiple curved displays. That's freaking crazy. Because right now I feel like I'm in a cockpit driving, and I freaking love it. I've got a Insta360 webcam coming if freaking Amazon ever gets it. And by the way, the Giants are playing right now, so I should be tuned into that. But it's preseason. Thanks, Ben. I love the B2B podcast. I probably should promote that one more. I did get somebody wrote to me. I should probably put it on Facebook too. Let's go into the Facebook group. Let me make sure I'm logged in on this one. Yeah. We'll do a new post in here. Let me copy this. Copy image. I'm live on YouTube now, testing out the new setup. If you can. Oh, mother effer! I gotta save the image. Okay. Save image as. We're gonna save it in desktop and save. And then we'll add a photo. We'll go to desktop. And there we go. I'm going to put it in there. I thank you guys for joining. On a Saturday night. I got nothing else to do. But yeah, there's three podcasts I really like. I like the All In podcast, except when they freaking go through too much politics. I don't like the politics talk. It gets to me a little bit because I do like to be informed on politics. I just don't like, there's always opinions of different sides, and I think it's billionaires talking about billionaire shit, to be honest with you. So I don't like that. The Compound with Josh Brown, probably my favorite stock podcast. I really like that one, and they are killing it as far as content goes because they're putting up a new podcast every day. And then B2B. So those are the three that I've got. CrowdStrike. Crowd is interesting. I think it's Microsoft is going to have an event to talk about updates with CrowdStrike is something that I read. I bought here, and I bought here, and I bought earlier too. I haven't added to this yet. What I'm concerned about, and we'll pull this back. We'll pull it back to the last earnings. What I'm concerned about is the majority of people are holding right here. There's still a few people. Why you're still holding if you bought up here at 400, I don't know. 300 seems to be where we're going to go with a blowout. I'm not going balls deep on CrowdStrike. And the reason I'm not going balls deep on CrowdStrike is I think I do think that they'll kill it. I do. But what I'm concerned about, and what everybody should be concerned about, is not, hey, is revenue going to come in? Is it all going to be okay? It's the new contracts. I mean, make no mistake, that peg, based on their forward guidance before, was high. That peg, based on their guidance before, was high. Then you add in the crap that just happened with this update. That's hard. That's not going to be easy to overcome. And yeah, Sherry, I'm with you. I'm adding way more NVIDIA than I am CrowdStrike. But again, with the Blackwell delay, we've got issues that there's no like positive money. One that I am looking at, I will tell you. Hold on one second. Let me look at my notes. TMF. You won't believe this, but I heard this. This is there was a very small YouTuber that I follow. I don't want to say his name out here because he is very small. But he turned a $250,000 account to $1.5 million in just like 3 or 4 years. So he's done really, really well. And he's an options player, but he's not heavy options. He's got options and investments. So he's got a good mix. When I feel more comfortable, I'll let you know what he is. But this is a triple levered 3 times 20-year treasury bond. And what I find interesting about this one is when I had my discussion with Fidelity on Thursday, Stuart, my financial advisor, had mentioned, and he's way more into bonds than I am. I am not a bonds guy whatsoever. But he mentioned when they start raising rates, you want to be in a 20-year bond. And so TMF is an interesting one because look at the times when rates were reduced, how high this was, okay? So if we go back to the last time, we're going to go TMF, and I'm going to go a long chart here. We're going to go monthly. And you look at the last time where rates really got started to rise. We're going to pull this back. I don't know if you even have any more. No, you don't have any more. So in 2018, 2019, they were raising rates. This was when they were raising rates, okay? 2020, they reduced rates, and it went down. Bonds stayed up for some reason this time. Again, it's a triple levered ETF, but you've seen where this has gone from 400 down to 58, and you had a reverse split 10 for 1. Nobody's holding this freaking thing. Everybody's selling this thing. See you, Chris. Enjoy the pool. But this seems to be an interesting play. And this particular YouTuber is playing options that are long-dated options. Super, super long-dated options. Like, I think January or something. So, I think it's an interesting play. Now, the 4-hour algorithm loses you 7%, but over 2 years, you lose 52%. So I'm debating about that one. NVIDIA, I do agree. I mean, look at this. This is up 16%. So, Omar, welcome. But I'm with you, Sherry. I have a good amount of NVIDIA. Hold on, I'll look. In fact, I just bought NVIDIA. I think 50% and 50% of my my Weeble, I think, is NVIDIA, to be honest with you. Let me see how much NVIDIA I have. I know I've got a bunch of lots. So, NVIDIA current value, wow, more than I thought. That's a good 6 figures. Low 6 figures. Let's just say that. It's more than I thought. Total gain on that low 6 figures? High 5 figures. That's how a small position can become a large position. I mean, you know, we're talking. Hold on. I'll tell you when I first bought this. Let's see, tax lots. May 2023. Let's pull this back a little. Let's go daily, because we need to get back to May 2023, and we can't do that on the 4-hour. Okay, just to give you an idea. April, May. Yeah, it was mid-May. I don't know what the price was. I'm not going to look at that. That's the gain I got in that one. So, remove this segment. Peloton killed it with their members. Roku, I kind of sit in the realm that Roku is still a purchase by somebody. I just don't know who at this point. Zoom, I use Zoom. In fact, I was going to go on Zoom to test out some of the live stuff, but I don't know if it's going to. Peloton needs customers, not rate cuts. See you, Sherry. Good seeing you again. Roku needs Roku's just, Roku's not making money. How can you sell all of those devices and sell all of that ad space and not make money? Their costs are out of their gross profit margin, 45%. It's the cost. And that's the problem that Roku has. It's a high cost business. And they were giving away those devices in the thoughts that ad dollars would add to it. And they just haven't been. And right now it costs a ton to make those devices. You see Apple's not going big on it. Yeah, 65 minute on Tesla. It's a good one. I'm telling you, the three that I really have, the 5 minute, the 65 and the 4 hour, they're all good. They all have their benefits to them, and they all work on different stocks. Yeah, Ben, I don't wrap my head around Roku like Kathy Woods does. I just don't. By the way, I should set up a new scene with like a big camera. There's a big plan to do stuff like that. Let's see. I think people are commenting. Yeah, I love the big screen too, Charlie. Hopefully you're here. Ben, I have been more wrong than I have been right on Tesla, but I do worry about the valuation. I have full self-driving. It's good. It's not bad. But the problem is that I just don't see. They just sent out an email to Tesla owners that it's going to be you can give $1,000 off your Tesla, and I personally get $500. So they're giving away $1,500 in discounts off a Tesla if you refer, because they'll pay the person who refers them $500. It's a great incentive, but God, it's a lot of money to give up. And then if Trump gets in, you lose the $7,500 rebate. I was in XLY for Tesla, and I still own a bunch of XLY. Let me see. I still own a lot of XLY. I just don't own it I sold out of it in my retirement account. I still hold 70,000, which is up 124%. So I bought that a long time ago. I've just been adding to that. Let's see. There's only one lot in XLY in the entire thing where I'm down. And that was from, let's see, 12/22/21. So I can look at that because I reinvest dividends in that stuff. In most of my brokerage, I reinvest dividend. 12/22/21. So if we go back to 12/20, I think we're going to have to do a weekly to get to 21. Yep. That was this buy up here. That's the only buy that I'm down on. Because even the one that came in March of that year, I'm up on, like around here. So, Old Dominion, ODFL. My dad owns Old Dominion. I just made him sell 50% of it. And it was around this time when it was at 220 something. And the reason was because look at where that is. I mean, look at the weekly. When you hit all-time highs, you really want to try and take, especially around this 225 point, 220. Look at that. I mean, it even bumped up here on July 29th. I think you get past it. I just think, I sold half of his. We still have half of it. We took the profits. He's playing with house money at this point because he bought way back here sometime in the 100s. So he's playing with house money. I said, yeah, we'll just keep it because even if it goes to zero, you haven't lost anything. You got your initial stuff back. And we put that money in somewhere else. So I like it for long-term buy and hold. The problem that you have with Old Dominion is the valuation. Railroads have gone up. And do they have the growth to sustain it? No. I mean, that's an expensive stock. Does it mean it's going to go down? No. The growth, look at the levered free cash flow. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for cash. Their dividend, what do they give? 0.51. It's not great. It's not great. So I think if you're going to buy Old Dominion, I think Berkshire, I think they own Old Dominion. Let me see. Let me see their holdings. Let's see. Does Berkshire Hathaway own Old Dominion? These stocks should be on Warren Buffett's buy list. Yeah, let's see. Berkshire Hathaway holdings. Let's just look up that. Holdings purchasing 13F filing. There we go. No, I don't want the Pro. Your Pro sucks. He does not own Old Dominion. He owns a railroad. I know that one. I'm just not sure which one. Liberty, MasterCard, Mitsubishi, Occidental, T-Mobile. I thought he owned a railroad. BYD, Citigroup. I don't see a railroad in here. Lennar, Liberty, Louisiana Pacific. There it is. He owns Louisiana Pacific. So my thought, Jay, is find Old Dominion is tough. I do not like. I don't like that stuff. I mean, Wall Street, let's see, it's trading at 203. Wall Street has a price target of 196. Ugh. And they've chased it up. So, again, I don't want to say, hey, don't own it, because this is just one that where the free cash flow is probably going to justify it. And I'm going to look like a douche by telling you to sell out of it. And all of a sudden we're at 250 and you're fine because of the free cash flow. I just, again, it's a buy down here in the 170s. I think once you get to the 200s, just based on the chart, I think you sell it and wait for a better entry. And that again, you have to decide what we're going into. Is it a good market or is it a bad market? So, yeah, no, you're good. Ben, I don't expect people to listen every freaking day. I don't know how people listen. I mean, I know there's people that listen every freaking day. And when I'm late in posting the podcast, I get complaints. So I know there's people that listen every day. I think IWM is a good one. I bought up here. So I'm almost even at 221, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm almost even. I did not buy down here at 207. The problem I have with IWM, and I just don't know small caps. I think the best opportunity in the market are small caps. I do think you could play some of those leveraged ETFs in the mid cap space. The one of the reasons why I'm not huge on the small cap space is because like 70% of this stuff is unprofitable. And so I just, I get kind of crazy about that. Let's see. That's commodities. That's Coinbase. DPST, by the way. This one's been on fire since 87 and you're at 107. I mean, that's crazy. That's really good. Real estate has been on fire. I mean, look at that one, the bull, 3 times bull. This one, it's down here at 8. You're at 12. That's huge. Huge. This is disruptors. This is the short, so that's not going to be good. This is the 3 times bull on financials. That's Facebook. That's been good. And this is what I'm trying to find. This is S&P, MagQ, Meta, Microsoft, NVDL, SDAO. Let's see. I know I've got some in here that are mid cap that I thought. That's technology, Tesla, UCBY, cybersecurity, up down, UMDD. This is mid cap. This is the Ultra Pro UMDD. This one might be good for rate cuts. And UMDD. Let's see, holdings. S&P mid cap index swap, Illumina. They're basically holding treasury pills, and this is just basically I think they're trading options to do it. There's 415 total. Now it's a hold. The expenses are a D. It's a daily one, so holding it might be a little bit of. But you do options. I think you're better off with the mid cap than the small cap, and I say that knowing full well the small cap's the one that's going to benefit. But I hate the fact that the majority of small caps don't make money. They just don't. So. I've been on for 48 freaking minutes. Holy cow. Okay. I don't know how many people are in here. I appreciate you guys hopping on. I appreciate you guys hopping on and helping me do this. Potential spam. 4. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's spam. Yeah, that's spam. That's spam. That's spam. Elva Wilson. Let's see. Banned from group. Yep. We're going to ban you from the group. Confirm. We're going to ban. Elva Wilson is already banned. And we're going to do anonymous member. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get out of there. I try and do all that stuff. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, don't listen to me again, I appreciate folks who listen to me every day, but my goal is always, what the hell? UNH is crossed out? I don't know what the hell. XLY. Why are these crossed out? Oh, that's just a glitch. Hold on. We're going to go over there, and then we're going to go core investments. There we go. Now they're not crossed out. I ordered, we'll go to Amazon. This one, purchased. This one, the webcam. It was this one or the OBSBot Tiny Mini K, which is actually cheaper. But I have Insta360 cameras, and I like them. So I thought, I like them. Let me get it. Plus, I like that it goes on a tripod kind of thing and it tracks you. So I think I can make better videos with it. Specifically, like, put it on a stick with my phone, or I think you can link it up somehow and have it record. So I think it's going to be a good option for me to get more videos, because there's a couple of things that I'm looking at. The first is I will be doing more videos on Trendspider, how to set up strategies in Trendspider, how easy it is. I mean, if you guys didn't see, well, it was for paid members. But here, I mean, this is, we're just going to do this. I'm going to do a new strategy. Let's say you want to set up, let's do, and you can't see this, I have it blocked, but there's a thing called add a GPT condition. So let's say you want to buy UNH when the MACD crosses up, and you just type in MACD crosses up, and the RSI under 50. Apply. And you're going to apply that. You're going to add another script for the exit, and we're going to say MACD lower than signal line. And I think that'll take, let's see. Let's make sure it'll take. Yes, less than the signal, because you don't want to cross down. And we'll add another one, which says RSI below 50, and we'll apply. And then we can run this on UNH, and let's see how it works. Doesn't work very well. Let's see how it works on something like Tesla, which is much better. Doesn't work well. So I wouldn't save this. I'd need to work on, the exit and the entry on this one. I think it's a good thought process, but it's just not working well against buy and hold. But that's how easy it is to create a strategy in Trendspider. Thanks, Ben. I hope you hear the thank you. But yeah. Okay. WFV, whoever else is here, thank you guys for joining. I'm going to leave you with the show exit, because the show exit's actually kind of cool. And you'll see this on the live in the mornings when I do it. And I may be on tomorrow as well, so keep your alerts on. Okay. See ya.
Trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.